his corner, weighing 142 pounds, the undefeated champion of the world, Mr. 217.
MMA, hey, MMA, hey, MMA, we gon' punch you in the face. Hey, MMA, hey, MMA, hey, Mayhem Radio, we turned up in this place. Hey, off the ropes, with a chair, fight dirty, pull her hell, MMA, hey, MMA, hey, Mayhem Radio, we turned up in this place.
He hits him with the right, he hits him with the left, he ducks, uppercut, another uppercut, a punch to the right, he's out, KO, and Mr. 217 is still the undefeated champion of the world.
MMA MayhemRadio.com.
Today on Sitting Down with Storm lies a man that is no stranger to adversity. Fighting and clawing his way through life, he learned to survive. And in the cage, he thrives. Thrives to be the best as an inspiration to some and an angel to others. My guest will be fighting February 28th at the Sands Event Center in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, as XFE 37 proudly presents to you World Cage Fighting Championship 8. Adam, the Archangel Atiyeh. You're in the eye of the storm, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, brother. I'm just excited to be on your show. I love your enthusiasm. I love what you have to bring to the table. And I'm just enjoying every moment of this interview right now.
Yeah, you're a very special individual yourself. You fought through life. I mean, not just in the cage, but you fought outside of the cage as well to make it to where you are today. And you know, fans, you could check out episode 43 of MMA Mayhem Radio to find out a little bit about the initial background that is Adam, the Archangel Atiyeh. But sir, why don't you go back? I know you fought recently, and the outcome looked to be quite outstanding. Why don't you tell the fans what's up with that?
Yeah, bro, definitely. We had a 4-second knockout. We were a second away from beating Mike Tyson's record. And it was just one of those times in your career that, you know, hard work pays off. I caught the guy totally off guard, just went right at him. And it was one of my favorite combos. You know, that we planned, and it felt good to execute. It built up my confidence, but most importantly, it just helped me to realize that I'm doing the right thing. And that can't thank God enough for the opportunity.
I tell you, how gratifying is it to put in all that time, you blood, sweat, and tears, you're working, you're grinding it out. I know you're probably working a job, too, somewhere to pay the bills. And how gratifying is it when you step into that cage and you get the victory and you really don't even have to break a sweat?
It's one of the most gratifying things out there, bro. You know, it's better than sex, better than food, better than any of those sorts of things, because it's having that vision that everything's going to work out and that your dream's going to become reality. And things like that end up happening in your life helps you to realize that you're on pace to accomplish those sorts of things. And the gratification behind that is just something that's unexplainable. It's like living your wildest dream over and over again. It's a memory that I'll always have for the rest of my life. But most importantly, you know, it helped me to realize that I have something great inside of me, and we all have it inside of ourselves. It's just a matter of bringing it out and having that fearless approach, and that's exactly what ended up happening.
You're currently an amateur, you're working your way up, you're paying your dues, so to speak, and you're fighting here on XFE 37. It's going to be a great show in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Maybe describe the atmosphere of the event, where you're going to be fighting at.
Oh, the atmosphere is outstanding. You know, I have probably 200 to 400 supporters from my home area. Dave Feldman, great promoter. He brings a lot to the table. There'll be some, you know, guest celebrities in the crowd. You know, just a lot of great people. It helps you to mimic what I would consider close to UFC or to that type of event, because it's in the same event center still. So, you know, it's still at a casino, so it's just a great atmosphere. People are usually nice, but, you know, it gets down to the grind.
You know, fans, you're going to want to follow Adam at Adam_ACH Angel. If you don't, I'm going to get him to punch you in the face. But you know what, sir? XFE 37, you have an opponent. I don't know who that opponent is. Can you tell everybody what's going on?
Yeah, this guy, Nick Weaver, he's a tough guy. He has a belt
and your dreams, they're on the rise, and you're going to be at XFE 37. You fought a lot of demons in the past. I know you fought a lot of demons, and you kicked them right in the ass. I wanted to, like, know, do you go into this fight saying, hey, I've accomplished a lot of my dreams and goals, and I've proved to everybody out there that, yeah, you might be beaten down, but you can get back up on your feet and just take it to everybody. Do you feel like you have, like, a sense of redemption?
Yes, I definitely do. And it's a matter of being myself, but I smile because it's almost like what this man Steve Jobs says that I looked up to very much, you know, that we all have this fear of caring what other people think, the fear of embarrassment, the fear of actually feeling like you have something to lose. And when you realize one day you're going to die, these fears slowly fade away. And that's what's happening in my career. I'm becoming more comfortable each and every fight in the ring, and I'm becoming just better spiritually, physically, and mentally. And it's something that I can't be thankful for enough. It's just a great experience, and I'm enjoying every moment of this ride. And that pressure and all those things are kind of been alleviated because it's only the pressure that I put on myself. And it's an illusion if you really look at it closely. Because I'm the one that gets underneath my skin. I'm the one with my conscience at night. And I have these things, I believe I sleep with God. And at that, it's just a matter of the story that I'm telling myself. And no matter what happens, I get to tell myself whatever story I want. And I've been able to tell myself a great story. And that's what I'm going to keep on doing regardless. Well, it's your damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You're never going to please everybody. And try to be the one that's unhappy. So it's a matter of doing the things that you want to do. By doing that, you're faithful to God, you're faithful to your brothers and sisters and the whole creative order. And that's what, to me, it's about, my son.
Now, you got a fight coming up February 28th. We already talked about it. It's going to be with XFE. And let me ask you something. What would be your ideal fight going into this bout with your opponent?
My ideal fight would be another, like, knockout again with one of my favorite combos. That would be my big aura. Second, playing Atiyeh would be a war that I come out and I have to take deep and end up winning.
You know, there's so many fighters that are involved in MMA that are intrigued with pro wrestling, and vice versa. Pro wrestlers are really intrigued with MMA. You look at CM Punk. You look at guys like Brock Lesnar. You say you got a lot of interest in pro wrestling. Do you want to pursue that down the road if you reach all your goals with MMA? Are you going to want to go the pro wrestling route as well?
Yes, I definitely want to go the pro wrestling route. I believe it's a great way to keep giving out a message, and you get to deal with a lot of people and build something that's very great and be connected in a way that very special with the band, people around, and that's something I always enjoy. And wrestling also leads to other opportunities I would like to pursue in my life. And I definitely want to do that. You have the connections, and I have the personality, and I believe we can form something special.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, it's whatever God has planned, so I'm just going to keep doing what I have to do, and I just pray it all works out. I'm just going to keep enjoying the journey, because it's definitely fun. Like over here, we got like over almost a foot of snow altogether in the last few days, and I'm here shoveling, and it's white everywhere, and you end up smiling. It's one of those funny things. One day, and I say all that to say this, because you don't know what's going to happen from day to day. One day it's going to be warm, the next day it's a storm. Just like this storm's about, you might find, just like this show's about, you call, your last name Storm, in the midst of a storm, and everything like that, but it's a matter of how you come out.
Right.
I don't know where this road's going to lead, but I'm just going to keep on doing the best I can.
Now, you've been in a lot of battles, and you fought, like I said, in and out of the cage. What advice would you give to younger fighters that might not come from the perfect home and have difficulties in life? What kind of advice would you give them if they want to pursue a mixed martial arts career?
This is what I have to say to them, for sure, because only they know if they really want it or not. And you have to want it. It has to be something that's inside of you. It's not what your family wants you to do, what your parents want you to do, what your teachers want you to do, what your coaches want you to do, what anyone else wants you to do. It has to be what you want to do. And if this is what you really want to do, no one has the right to take it from you. You're the one, like I said before, that's going to sleep underneath your own skin. So when you're 40 or 50 years old, you don't want to say that, what if? Those are the saddest words to come out of a man's mouth, but you want to have no regrets. So I would say go with, go after your dreams. Don't let anyone steal from you. And just give it all you got.
Where do you currently train? I know you, a lot of guys jump from training organization to another training camp, go to camp, but do you train specifically at one place? And who's helping you get ready for this fight?
No, I bounce around myself as well. But MMA, I'm going to start going out to in Jersey a lot with Mike Constantino again, and my boss and coach Will Miranda, and a few other people as well. I have a great training circle.
Hey, you're an amateur. We talked about this, and we talked about how you want to take your time and perfect your skills before you become a pro. What's the timetable on that, Adam? How long you looking? When do you feel like you'll be ready to become a pro?
Just like anything else in life, I'm going to feel storm. It's going to be something on the inside. I'm going to know this is the time to go ahead because this is something that's decided. And I realize there's no way around experience. Experience is your best teacher. When I look at all the greatest fighters, they all have that one common denominator. Besides a few freaks, but for the majority, all of them have that experience. There's just no way around it. So, I'm going to keep fighting. I'd like to get in our 30 amateur fights between boxing and MMA before I go pro. So I'm shooting for probably the next year and a half, 2 years. Now,
you got the big fight coming up? Do you have any words for your opponent?
I just wish him the best, man. I'm not a guy. I'm a believer in talks cheap. I like to leave it out on the ring.
I like that.
I have more respect. That's why the guys that I look up to are like the Manny Pacquiao's, the Peter Emelianenko's. I don't have much to say. I just pray he gets out of the ring okay, and that he gives it all he got. He gives it all I got, and we can both live with that at the end of the day.
A dream match. You're in the squared circle as a pro wrestler. Who would you like to face?
There's so many great guys that I love to see that it's one of those type of questions. But right now, off the top of my head, of course, The Rock's the biggest guy out there right now. The Rock, Brock Lesnar, any sort of guy like that for a title, like John Cena. That would be one of those dreams, come true, and it can become reality. That's the best part about it. You got to keep on going.
A lot of the fans that listen to the show, they might be based out of the Southeast over here. They might be based out of the West Coast or in a different country altogether. Can you explain to the listeners the XFE, what the XFE is about, and how they have benefited you in your career?
XFE is about helping out fighters get to the next level. It's basically a theater program before you get to a Bellator, a Strikeforce, or a UFC. It's helped my career tremendously by helping me provide the opportunity of being in that type of atmosphere, having tough opponents, to prepare me for that next level, so I don't have a false perception of reality, which a lot of fighters get because they beat up on a few guys. Because there's killers out there. We said listeners from all over listen to this show from other countries, and that's how it is. In the other countries, guys are fighting for their food. And you might get in the ring with one of those guys. You got to be prepared. And this is just one of those steps on how to prepare more and more each time. And fighting other venues as well. Like I fought in Virginia. I'm looking to fight down there with you at one of the shows.
We want to get you on Warfare, NFC, or possibly Fight Lab. So guys, the promoters, if you're listening out there, Dave Oblis, Andy Hall, Cornbread, we'd all like to get this man, the Archangel, on those cards, man. So let's get it done.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. That's great.
You got any sponsors, any affiliates you want to make mention of before I let you go here, bro?
I just want to thank you, my brother Jeremy out there, my family, of course, God, and, just everyone that's trying to live a great life, everyone that's trying to do the next right thing. And definitely Father Killing, who's been a major inspiration in my life, who's helped me turn everything around, because we all need that one person to believe in us, you know, when you ask most people, that's just what they want. One person to love them, trust them, to believe in them. And I have one. I can't thank God enough for that. And thank you, Brad, Storm, for having me on the show. And I look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah, you know, fans, you gotta want to check it out. February 28th at the Sands Event Center in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. The place is gonna explode at XFE 37. Adam, the Archangel, Atiyeh, will be in the house, and he will be ready to deliver the pain when the time comes. Thank you, sir. You have a great day.
You too, brother. That's always God bless.